a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. LALI Esposito. Mariana, LALI Esposito Riera, who records as LALI, is an Argentine singer, songwriter, actress, dancer and model. Esposito began her career as an actress and singer in 2003 when she joined the cast of the children's telenovela Rincón de Luz, created by producer Cris Morena. She had other subsequent supporting roles in telenovelas Chiquititas and Floricienta, and a main role in Casi Ángeles, the latter of which increased her fame in Latin America, the Middle East, and Europe. From 2007 to 2012, Esposito, along with 4 other cast members from Casi Ángeles, was part of the teen pop band Teen Angels, which originated from the series. The group was commercially successful internationally, and toured throughout Argentina and countries such as Israel, Spain, Italy, and Latin America. Esposito also sang in the soundtracks of Rincón de Luz and Chiquititas. Following her role in the unsuccessful 2011 telenovela Cuando, sonreis, and her portrayal of Abigail Williams in the Buenos Aires production of The Crucible, Esposito made her film debut in La Pelea de mi Vida in 2012, starring alongside Mariano Martinez and Federico Amador. In January 2013, she began acting in the television comedy Solamente as the daughter of Adrián Suárez's character. In 2015, Esposito portrayed her first lead role on TV as Esperanza on Esperanza Mía, its soundtrack album, in which she appeared on 9 of the 11 tracks, received a platinum certification in Argentina for selling over 40,000 copies. Her debut solo studio album, A Bailar, was released on the 21st of March 2014, featuring pop and EDM influences. A Bailar was released as the lead single of the homonymous album. The album spawned the singles Asesina, Mil Años Luz, Del Otro Lado, and Historia. The album peaked at number 5 in Argentina and at number 3 in Uruguay. In 2016, she released her second studio album Soy after the previous release of the songs Único and Soy. Both albums were certified gold in Argentina by the Argentine Chamber of Phonograms and Videograms Producers. Esposito's accolades include 2 Gardel Awards, 3 MTV Europe Music Awards, 1 Kids' Choice Award, 9 Argentine Kids' Choice Awards, 6 MTV Millennial Awards, 1 Heat Latin Music Award, 1 Tato Award, and nominations for the Martin Fierro Awards and the Seoul International Drama Awards. In 2015, Infobae named Esposito one of the 10 most influential women in Argentina. 1998-2006, early work. Rincón de Luz, Floricienta, and Chiquititas. Esposito made her television debut on the children's program Caramelito y Vo in 1998, when she was 6 years old. She made her acting debut in Rincón de Luz, a children's television series created by Cris Morena, in which she played one of the main supporting characters Malena, Coco, Cabrera. A year later, Esposito appeared as Roberto in Floricienta, another successful series by Cris Morena. In 2006, she portrayed Agustina Ross in a new rendition of Cris Morena's highly successful children's series Chiquititas. She also participated in stage adaptations of these 3 series. Esposito debuted as a singer on soundtrack albums for Rincón de Luz, Floricienta and Chiquititas. These albums were a commercial success in Argentina and numerous other countries, most notably Israel. 2007-2010, success with Casi Ángeles and Teen Angels. In 2007, Esposito landed her first leading role on television as Marianella, Ma, Rinaldi in Casi Ángeles, also created by Morena and produced by Cris Morena Group. It became one of the most popular adolescent television programs in Argentina, Latin America, and Israel. The series lasted from 2007 to 2010 and held high viewer ratings, and earning 4 Martin Fierro Awards for Best Juvenile Program. While acting in Casi Ángeles, Espósito became one of 5 members of successful pop band Teen Angels, signed to Sony BMG, along with Gastón Dalmau, Juan Pedro Lanzani, Nicolás Riera, and Maria Eugenia Suárez. Teen Angels reached success in countries such as Argentina, Israel, Chile, Peru, Spain, and Uruguay, although Casi Ángeles ended in 2010. The band members announced they would continue working together, with Rochi Garzabal replacing Maria Eugenia Suárez. From 2007 to 2012, Teen Angels released 6 studio albums, of which 5 were certified platinum, and 1 was certified gold by the Argentine Chamber of Phonograms and Videograms producers. They were also spokespersons for numerous brands, such as Coca-Cola. The band won a Clarín Award, a Kids' Choice Award Argentina, 2 Los 40 Principales Awards, and a Quiero Award, and 3 nominations for Carlos Gardel Awards. Teen Angels disbanded in 2012, and held its last concert on the 11th of October 2012 in Córdoba. Teen Angels, El Adiós, a 3D concert film about Teen Angels, was released in 2013 and marked the end of the group. 2011, 2013, Cuando mi sonreis, The Crucible, Solamente and A Bailar, single. After the end of Casi Ángeles, Espósito adopted her nickname LALI, by which she had been known to her friends and family, as her stage name. In 2011, Espósito starred on Cuando mi sonreis, a new television series by Tomas Yanklevich, opposite Facundo Arana, Julieta Diaz, and Benjamin Rojas. The following year, Espósito portrayed Abigail Williams in the Buenos Aires production of The Crucible by Arthur Miller, and made her film debut with La Pelea de mi Vida, which also starred Mariano Martinez and Federico Amador. Since January 2013, Espósito had starred the polka series Solamente, along with Adrian Suar and Natalia Oreiro, as Daniela, one of its leading characters. In 2013, Espósito announced she would release her first album as a solo artist, titled A Bailar. When asked about the album's genre, she described it as mainly dance with hip-hop influences. The album's lead single, A Bailar, was released for digital download on her website on the 5th of August, causing the website to crash because of a spike in traffic. On the 2nd of September, Espósito presented the music video for A Bailar at the prominent La Trastienda Club. A Bailar received 100,000 YouTube views on its release day, and the single entered the top 20 on iTunes Latin and iTunes Israel. It also was popular in music charts and radio channels in Latin America, Italy, and Israel. 2014, 2015, A Bailar, A Los 40 and Esperanza Mia. Previous to the release of her debut album, Espósito released A Bailar EP, which included the tracks A Bailar, Asesina, and Del Otro Lado. The music video for Asesina, the second single, was uploaded to the singer's official YouTube account on the 10th of March 2014. The 10-track album A Bailar was released on the 21st of March 2014. In support of the album, Espósito embarked on the A Bailar tour of Argentina, with several later stops in Uruguay, Chile, Spain, Italy, and Israel. The tour earned $1 million in the first 5 shows at Teatro Opera and was later named the highest-grossing tour of 2015 in Argentina. Following the tour's success, more dates were added, and the tour concluded on the 25th of April 2016 at Menorah Mivtachim Arena, Tel Aviv, after a total of 74 dates. In May 2014, Espósito starred in the Peruvian film A Los 40, directed by Bruno Ascenso. In May 2014 she starred in the Peruvian film A Los 40, directed by Bruno Ascenso. In the same year, she became the first-ever Argentine artist to win a Kids' Choice Award in the United States for Best Latin Artist. In later 2014, the singer signed an exclusive publishing contract with Sony Music Entertainment Argentina and released Mil Años Luz as the 3rd single from A Bailar. To celebrate her incorporation to Sony Music, Espósito released a deluxe edition of A Bailar, which contained unpublished material including a new song, a remix, several video clips and a documentary of the tour. The album peaked at number 3 in Uruguay and at number 5 in Argentina, where it was certified gold a few days after its release. In 2015, Espósito starred in the polka telenovela Esperanza Mia alongside Mariano Martinez as Julia. Esperanza, Albarazin, a young woman who settles in a convent by posing as a novice. The A Bailar tour continued to 2016 across national cities like Buenos Aires, Rosario, Mar del Plata and Córdoba and included international stops in Uruguay, Italy, Spain, and Israel. In 2014, the singer performed as the opening act for Ricky Martin's show, held in Buenos Aires, and in 2015 for Katy Perry's The Prismatic World Tour. 2016, 2017, Soy, Permitidos and collaborations. Espósito released her second studio album Soy on the 20th of May 2016, with El País newspaper writing that she takes one more step with this album. She experiments, shows herself as she is, and that is always valuable. In an interview with Intrusos, the singer referred to the album's title saying that it is called Soy because I am sharing the truth about what I think and feel. It is super personal. It sold more than 20,000 copies in Argentina in just 3 hours, being certified gold by the Argentine Chamber of Phonograms and Videograms Producers. The album debuted at number 1 in Argentina, Uruguay, and Israel, and at number 5 and number 6 in Italy and Spain, respectively. Its lead single, Soy, was released on the 5th of May and peaked at number 5 on the Monitor Latino Argentina Top 20 chart and at number 15 on the Ecuador Pop Songs chart. The second single, Boomerang, was released on the 5th of September 2016. As of June 2017, its music video has been viewed more than 17 million times. Soy was listed as one of the best albums of 2016 by Billboard Brazil along with Beyoncé's Lemonade, Lady Gaga's Joanne, J Balvin's Energia and others. In the same year, Espósito was featured on Abraham Mateo's remix of the song, Mueve, from the reissue of his album Are You Ready? On Brian Cross' song, Firestarter, from his second studio album Darkness to Life, and on Baby K's Spanish version of the international hit, Roma Bangkok. In August, Espósito starred in the romantic comedy film Permitidos as Camila Borki alongside Martin Piroyansky. The film, which was directed by Ariel Winograd, grossed $1.9 million and has been viewed more than 370,000 times. The review aggregator website Todas las Critic has assigned the film a weighted average score of 67 out of 100, based on 42 critics, indicating generally favorable reviews. The singer embarked on the Soy tour of Latin America, Europe and Asia on the 8th of September. Reviews of the tour performances generally praised Espósito's vocals and the show's staging, which is said that fulfills the expectations of a nowadays international pop show. Espósito's 2016 most notable accolades include Favorite Artist and Favorite Song for Soy at the 2016 Argentine Kids' Choice Awards, Best Latin America South Act at the 2016 MTV Europe Music Awards, Argentine Artist of the Year at the 2016 MTV Millennial Awards, and nominations for Best Actress at both the 2016 Seoul International Drama Awards and the 2016 Martin Fierro Awards, where she won Best Theme Song for Tango Esperanza. The singer became the first ever Argentine artist to enter the Billboard Social 50 and Artist 100 charts, peaking at number 2 and number 69, respectively. In July and November, respectively, Espósito released Una Na and Tu Novia as the first 2 singles from her upcoming third studio album. The former one rapidly reached the top of the Argentine National Songs chart. In November, the singer kicked off her second concert tour in support of Soy, titled LALI en Vivo, with 2 sold-out shows at the Luna Park Arena. 2018, Brava, The Accused and Talento Fox. From January to July, the singer continued with her LALI en Vivo tour, which visited Peru, Spain, Italy, Israel and the United States. In February, Espósito was featured on Maui Ricky and Karol G's remix of Mi Mala with Becky G and Leslie Grace, and, in May, she teamed up with CD9 and Ana Mena for the remix of Prohibido, preceded by the release of 100 Grados in April, and Besate Mucho in July. The singer released her third studio album, Brava, in August 2018. 1 week after, the album received a gold certification by the Argentine Chamber of Phonograms and Videograms Producers for having sold 10,000 copies. Espósito embarked on the Brava tour immediately after the album release, on August 23, with 2 sold-out shows at the Luna Park Arena. Outside of recording music, Espósito made her debut as a judge on Fox Latin America's original television talent show Talento Fox. In September, Espósito starred in the film The Accused, as Dolores Dreyer, a girl accused of killing her best friend. The film was directed by Gonzalo Tobal and is made its premiere in the main competition of the 75th Venice International Film Festival. Modeling. Espósito has been a spokesperson for numerous brands, either independently or with her Teen Angels bandmates. Her first commercial was for the children's fashion label McBody Jeans. In 2007, she signed an exclusive contract with the Argentine lingerie brand Promise, and she has done most of her photo sessions with Luiana Lopilato. In 2009, Espósito and Peter Lanzani did a special promotion for Kef body spray for the Israeli market. Since 2011, she has been the spokesperson for the lingerie brand Lara Teens. In 2014 she starred in a commercial for hair conditioner Bioca in Uruguay and a commercial for feminine wipes company Carefree in Argentina. Espósito has been the cover model for magazines such as Billboard, Caras, On Mag, Las Rosas, Tweez, 17, Cosmopolitan, Luz, Viva, What, Nueva, Arps, and FAC, among others. Philanthropy. In May 2010, Espósito and her Teen Angels bandmates participated in an action organized by the Biodiversity Foundation on the occasion of the World Biodiversity Day, and raised awareness of the importance of preserving biodiversity. In 2013, Espósito supported Best Buddies International, a non-governmental organization that promotes social inclusion and employment of people with intellectual disabilities. In 2014 she participated in the concert at Teatro Opera by the Guest Foundation that marked the 25th anniversary of the fight against HIV. In 2015 she starred in the solidarity campaign, Flood, What Are We Doing?, for the foundation to help flood victims in the city of Córdoba. Espósito has been named godmother of Dono Ex Vo Foundation, a non-governmental organization dedicated to raising awareness about organ donation. In 2017, the singer joined forces with Red Solidaria and River Plate Football Club to launch a solidarity campaign named Amor es Presente. The campaign received donated toys that were later gifted to more than 12,000 children as part of Christmas festivities. Activism. Espósito has proclaimed herself in favor of the voluntary termination of pregnancy in Argentina, where abortion is still illegal. The bill proposed that an abortion may be performed during the first 14 weeks of pregnancy, with no requirements other than the woman's desire. Espósito was part of a feminist group of Argentine actresses and singers, such as Jimena Barón, Griselda Siciliani, Carla Peterson, Florencia Pina and Florencia de la V, among others. Although the bill was approved by the Chamber of Deputies, it was rejected by the Senate. Espósito has expressed her position in major events such as the 48th Annual Martin Fierro Awards, in which she lifted up a green scarf, sign of the pro-legal abortion movement in Argentina, at the end of her performance. Moreover, in her Brava tour, she dedicates her song, Tu Revolucion, to the movement. While the stage lights turn green and green hearts are displayed in the screens. Personal life. LALI is the daughter of Maria José Riera, who road manages her tour, and Carlos Esposito, a football coach. She has two siblings, Patricio Esposito and Ana Laura Esposito. She was born and grew up in Parque Patricios. After high school, they moved to Banfield. She currently resides in Palermo, Buenos Aires. From 2006 to 2010, Esposito dated her Chiquititas and Casi Ángeles co-star Peter Lanzani. She was ranked third sexiest Argentine woman in the rankings 25 Sexiest Women of Argentina. In 2014 she was ranked the 27th most influential Spanish-speaking celebrity on Twitter. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?